At the end of 2023, Herpa managed to release quite a few aircraft models, so we are kind of trying to catch up a little bit here with our reviews. And the model we have here in front of us has at least 2 interesting details we need to check out. And all that we can do thanks to the great prices of the FMB shop. So for the very first time in the new year 2024, hello and welcome to a new episode of Review. I wish you a happy new year. And for this first review of the year, we are taking a look at a Boeing 737MAX8 of Corendon Airlines. At the front of the box, we have a cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft model inside. And on top of the box, we have the Corendon Airlines branding. The backside of the box is still the dreadful box design of Herpa Wings. Not much to say about that. I hope we will get something better in 2024. So the only thing really of interest here is simply the fact that this is a limited edition. And here she is, the Boeing 737MAX8 in the current standard livery of Corendon Airlines. Now, a few years ago, we already got a Corendon aircraft model from Herpa Wings. It was of a 737-800. Important about that, however, was that it came with a Dodge registration, so a Papa Hotel registration. There's nothing wrong with that. After all, Corendon has various AOCs. But the most common and the one that you are seeing mostly across Europe are Corendon aircraft models with Turkish registrations, so it's great to see that we finally get a Tango Charlie registration on a Corendon aircraft model in scale 500. But what can the model actually do for collectors? Is it worth our money and time? We'll find out by taking a closer look at it, starting off with the tail section, where we on the vertical stabilizer have the Corendon Airlines branding. On the fuselage we then, as mentioned, have a Turkish registration code, the flag of Turkey. Underneath that we find the IATA logo, and next to that a little bit more writing which perhaps could be the name of the aircraft, but I'm not quite sure. If you know, let me know in the comment section below. And what we of course also shouldn't forget to mention is the detailing around the APU exhaust towards the very tail of the aircraft. Now at the front of the aircraft and across the fuselage we then find the writing of Corendon Airlines and the Corendon Airlines branding. We also have a few hatches or static ports, giving the aircraft a fairly decent look. Now Herpa's mold of the 737 is really excellent, and we also see that here in this case with the cockpit section shaped really nicely. We have the cockpit windows with the lovely metallic edges around those windows, and we also have the window wipers. Perhaps we could have had some petro tubes here that would have elevated the aircraft model a bit, but still it is a fairly decent look in my opinion. But for now, let's move on to the engine nacelles. They have been kept in the Corendon red color. We have the silver leading edge printed on, as well as the aircraft type specification and some safety markings, giving them a really lovely look overall in the print, but also in the physical detailing with the chevron nozzles, and also here from the front, where we very nicely can see the engine fan blades. Then on the fuselage, just above the wings, we have the emergency exits printed on, leading us right to the wings, which we should also take a closer look at. Starting off with the top side. Here we have the different flap slats and spoilers carved out, although again a bit drowned away by the grey color. We've seen that quite a few times with recent Herpa Wings releases. The underside of the wings has more nice physical detailing, and we find the full registration code of the aircraft. And of course the Max has these lovely winglets. However, I still believe they are a little bit too thick, a little bit too bulky, but it is really marginal too thick. And we have some lovely print here, so overall still a good look. Then we have the landing gear of the 737MAX8. That is the new standard landing gear from Herpa Wings, which means they have adjusted the height to now look more realistic. This is a great improvement for the 737 MAX. The only thing I'm still missing are some printed details around the front landing gear. Looking at the belly of the aircraft, we can find the Herpa branding printed on, which I can't be bothered with. But what I am bothered about is the hole in the fuselage for a stand that is not included with the aircraft model, but at least it doesn't destroy any printed details in this case. And then last but not least, we do also have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here at the back of the aircraft and also here at the front of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Boeing 737MAX8 in the current standard livery of Corendon Airlines from Herpa Wings in scale 1 to 500, and what can we say about this aircraft model? Look, I am aware that I am known for not holding back when it comes to criticizing Herpa. However, I do also believe that my criticism is justified. On the other hand, I am a strong believer in credit where credit's due. And when Herpa does well, I also don't mind mentioning this. And with this aircraft model, I think they have done well. For many years, Herpa has proven how well they are in producing 737-700s and 800s, so the NG version of the 737. And as the mode on the 737 MAX is next to unchanged, this has also always been great with the MAX, but of course it has always been hindered by this really way too tall landing gear. And now they have finally adjusted it, making the model look much nicer. Furthermore, they have added a Turkish registration code to the Corendon Airlines model, which will make many collectors really happy because it has really been a gaping hole in many people's fleet. So well done, Herpa, for updating the 737 MAX and for getting the license for the Turkish Corendon Airlines. The other side of the coin is, however, that Herpa of course needs to add way more printed details to the aircraft models in general, especially considering the official retail price for this aircraft model being 35 euros, which frankly is a catastrophic price tag. So thank God for discounts like we can get at the FMB shop. Now, with that, we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a like, and if you are new around here, why not hit subscribe? With that, thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.